that's gonna play with Leech Commander other than Leshrac, that's gonna be like, wow, this is it. This is the damage. It's not like explosive damage like Skywrath Mage or any like burst damage, like extra damage coming up from like use any global presence, nothing of that sort. And this was, bear that in mind, last big Legion commander, so they should try to do better. Extra units coming out from that Nature's Prophet could help out with the overwhelming odds, and Skylark immediately gonna start putting some pressure. But yeah, as you said, I've seen him lose lanes time and time again. Seems like he's playing a bit more of a sacrificial off lane.
Yeah, it's similar to what we used to see from like Chalice back when he played with LGD, but eventually that played
off lane. Taiga.
Yeah, Taiga chased but not killed off. DM's gonna have to protect him because this is not that safe of a hoodwink at the moment, and as the levels kind of stack up, it's gonna be a lot more damage. Frostbite as well into the Split Earth could be something that just obliterates this.
Could be very low on HP. Hoodwink also just branches at the moment, so once they hit level 2, there are 3 mangoes available on Spartan. He also needs to be careful. Once they hit level 2 inside of OG, he could be the one dropping down.
Put together the Acorn shot with back. Trouble. There's always the joke that Crystal Maiden is just a super creep. If that's the case, but I feel like a lot of Crystal Maiden, they go like off. Kind of crazy.
They go off the map because they're feeding and being dead all the time. You can't see them on the lane, you can't see them on the screen. Walk of Shame multiple times. Mid lane, BZM, so far so good. Playing that Exort Quas Invoker, or Quas Exort, as to say it this way. But having that extra damage from Lord Spirit. In terms of setup for early Sunstrike, they don't really have much. It's gotta be Bushwhack, which is an okay tool, but the other heroes don't really have it. The Dispose from Marcy, like Rebound, not the best ones. Stun duration, not long enough.
I will say, speaking of Sunstrike, I'm pretty get that range creep.
Get miss.
I think he got it. So he's up in the percentage. A little worrying though at the moment. All 3 cores of the side of Monaspa up on the CS chart.
Doing really good. Good start in terms of the lanes, at least the first couple of those. Chu able to provide much, getting harassed a lot.
Oh gosh, dispose of the tower, but Starstorm means Desire gets killed. Maybe for a second they get Skylark, but the bottom duo working out for Monaspa, and not the sacrificial lane that we've seen so much from Skylark. He's full Gina no, and now they've got a kill in this lane.
A bit too like as I said, they didn't bring too much regen to his lane. Now they will need to bring some extra for Yuragi. So bringing Raid Bands, he knows that there's going to be a lot of right clicks coming out from them. Zire on Mirana, starting with no arrow because they don't have a setup, which means points in Starstorm. It's going to be a lot of magical damage coming out from him. Chu, Magic Stick is available. Only 3 charges on it. Does not have Rebound for a different type of a build. Usually he Dispose plus Rebound and then multiple points in Sidekick. But this time around, he did not get it.
We saw this on the Mirana build in China, didn't we? Like, no arrow for a long time, not taking the range creeps and the siege creeps, just going heavy with the Starstorm and the Leap.
If you don't have a setup, I think it's a better one, because you know that Marcy also wants to play like a bit more to the side, and then double Starstorm hits. We saw how potent it is a couple of seconds ago.
That way, if Chu finds himself in a position by that Starstorm, continue to just reiterate the point, honestly, that you look at the CS and it is all Monaspa right now. Bottom lane, Chu to get some damage on Monday.
They're just gonna swap the target, it seems. Chu, he's fine. Has Magic Stick, has Raindrop, but still very low. NP doesn't even have enough mana to TP out and come back with teleportation. He does, however, have no skills. He didn't skill it, so 50 mana, he's gonna be okay. I'm just trying to hype it up, make it sound more dramatic.
Cliffhanger last episode, trying to really hype up mana issues.
This is the last episode of the season.
Getting there. Getting pretty deep into the season. Mid lane, only 19, or now 20 and 7 for BM on the Invoker. It's interesting. I feel like this is always the hero that he just kind of dominates the lane with, but right now, it's all Wish.
You don't have a kill threat on Dragonite. Just have like physical damage coming out from Forge Spirits, and which also no bottle. Of course, he's playing a Dragonite, but investing in small items, getting Soul Ring for some mana regen. Now we'll finish off his power treads. Taiga dropping very low, did not even want to pop Fairy Fire.
All the way back and walks back to lane and target to TP2 or back to lane. And like I said, yeah, he doesn't have a bottle, neither does Wish. There's nothing to kill if he goes all the way back to the base and TP back through. Nande 1v1, he pretty much fine. So getting solo experience while Spartan is stacking the jungle. I think this is working out really well for Monaspa as they're pouring up 1,000 net worth.
I'm mostly surprised that they didn't make any kind of trades in this top lane. Spartan usually the guy that wants to get in, die, his carry gets solo XP, he brings extra regen to the lane, but they've been playing very passive, and now Nande could be in trouble. Comes down that tree with his Quelling Blade, not the build we see on Last Track, but we're playing against Hoodwink, so any Quelling Blade is going to come in very handy.
That you survive if an Acorn Shop pushback combo comes away. Secret Arrow is finally picked up by the Mirana. Zyre kind of show himself like the tower. Arrows that
Still gonna be decent amount of damage on the tower. They are keeping Siege Creep alive. Bushwhack Mist is here, but yeah, no points to rebound.
Heroes mid for OG with that rotation from Shu. They're putting a lot of these heroes mid on a hard target to kill and Wish. There's that rebound. Now Meteor's down. Exposed Bushwhack coming through, but he's still half health. Like, this is just not going to be enough damage. Especially with Spartan coming over, and that's a long way under the tower. Taiga's going to drop. And Monaspa come out ahead.
Guys.
EU gained roll W. It's just I stopped trying to kill Dragonite at these early levels. They just don't have enough. Maybe Meteor was like full duration, maybe he would be close, but still holding on to Fairy Fire. He's gonna get 13 armor, gets extra armor once he's underneath the tower. Pretty difficult kill to get.
Yeah, I don't really think this is
yeah, this is not it, guys. Just try to play some, or maybe if he's low enough, because they didn't harass him way too much. He back up to full HP.
Now you've got to worry about Skylark if he's going to be able to get off to that big start where you've got that dual damage coming out early. He's level 6, so dual is available, but the partner that he really wants to be.
Desire's coming. He's level 5. 3 points in Starstorm should be enough, I would say, to kill Chu at least. Last raindrop on him.
Kill here, even if it's on your eye, he's only level 5. Surprised if they want to make a move there and slow him down on getting that level 6. Taking out a bunch of treants with that Starstorm though. Good gold for Desire.
Nande farming those big stacks that you mentioned that Spartan was making. They placed high ground off, so they should scout it out. Taiga wants to steal some of that XP.
He might just die for this though if he's not too careful. Pulse Nova, they do have the teleportation from Yuragi to come into the jungle. Acorn shot, Nande trying to survive. Eventually fall.
Dyer's courier has been slain.
is also here, and Spartan tried to help him out, and that's going to be a second that dies of an ass.
Sire, this is also rotation from level 5 Yuragi. He just hit level 6. Nande try to get as many creeps as possible, but this is also open up the tower on the top lane, because right now, Monaspa, they rotated 2 heroes. This should also like reveal the ward on the high ground, which is gonna get the de-warded. I think OG killed their own ward just to make sure that, you know, this type of a move reveals like it's hero farming. Big camp, tower is gonna fall. DM will finish it off. Going into pipe next. Understands where most of the damage is gonna come from. We'll go back to Guardian Views after, but I like way more than Guardian Views.
Get that arrow follows up with the Dragon Tail. Breathe fire, but Taiga right in his face. Bottom lane 2, Chu's getting chased out from behind the tier 1 tower. Skylark, he not get the dual damage, and they should be able to at least get the kill on a Chu, but Yuragi makes a rotation. Goes up Spartan in a trade. The Bushwhack lands on the edge. They've got Skylark locked up. That press the attack, try to run Taiga. Sunstrike off the mark. And Taiga doesn't have mana right now, but will eventually as mid lane BZM finally falls with.
Fortified.
However, Skylark walks all the way away from Taiga on this woodwork.
They only killed Crystal Maiden, but the trade that they get on a mid lane is tower plus BZM. And I think BZM has a pretty good understanding what needs to be done in this game. This time around, no Hand of Midas, no Boots of Travel, Blink type of a build. He knows that the side lanes might need a bit of an extra help, so he opted to go for Power Treads, going into Witchblade next. All these small items, cheap components to be as active as possible. But the other side, W1sh, Blink Dagger is ready, needs to use the Courier. This is 10-minute Blink Dagger on Dragonite, Power Treads plus Soul Ring.
Skylark, by the way, he was looking to get a Blink Dagger. He's gone back to the Blade Mail, so.
I like Blade Mail more on offlane Legion. You want to get that cheap damage early on. Gives you nice stats, good armor.
Not like the most uncontrollable damage, though, for OG. Being landed in a Wrath of Nature or a Meteor.
It also gives you a bit more of a solo kill threat. Maybe if you find one of the supports who got a full HP, Mirage, getting off, Arrow,
Dragon Tail, Arrow combo. They hit the Starstorm. They're looking for a high five. They know they have it right. Sandwich will get another kill, but Nande top lane falls to Taiga. So they made a rotation there with DM and Taiga, and they get a kill for it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Searching.
not gonna find anything.
Like Shadow, even you try and get somebody maybe knowingly staying nearby.
They will need to set up some vision near the
Radiant's
outpost.
bottom tower is
Spartan,
under
he's
attack.
already trying to de-ward, places down one observer, just to make sure that Nande can get some kind of a farm. Leshrac, now he can farm the Ancients, but it's gonna take a while, and also doesn't have Bloodstone yet, so it's gonna be a bit more difficult. It's always good to see someone stacking as much.
You know, that's like the small things that get me through the early
Yeah, I don't
game.
know if you guys heard it, but he actually clapped.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You're easily entertained.
Oh, very easily entertained.
Bottom tier 1 tower still standing. Nande,
Radiant's bottom
Point to
tower
eat
is
it.
under attack.
they just need to group around and take it. W1sh will
Sound
show
strategy.
up. Very tanky. Breathe Fire available. 4 points in it.
Bottom tower drop here.
Radiant's
She's got out
bottom
of Dragon
tower
for
is under
15
attack.
seconds, so if they need to secure the tower that way, they can. And Nande off the bottom lane, so it will just be W1sh here.
Radiant's bottom
With his
tower
dude.
is under attack.
That is that Eldritch. It's like deep from Spartans.
What a chat.
Back him off from that tower. That works. Okay.
Radiant structures are
He's gonna feed him away
fireproof.
some Fort Spirit. Double Fort Spirit. Kill by Spartan.
Value
Couple
all.
of creeps. Yep.
Radiant's bottom
Wolf off the
tower
cliff.
is under attack.
Radiant's bottom
will fall
tower
anyway.
has fallen.
Top lane DM.
Dire's top tower is under
Overwhelming
attack.
odds thrown at him, and Skylark popping the blade mail, but doesn't mean to go for the duel, and Taiga's gonna be right in the tree, so he'll get hit by that stun. That's their dual damage from bottom. And that will be a victory there for the Legion Commander getting that first duel damage. That's
Gotta start it somewhere. Nande, 300, 200 full away from Bloodstone. They already took tier 1 tower on the mid lane, tier 1 tower bottom. Nande could be in trouble. No one to back him up here.
just to catch up. Hope they can land something. Over from Urakin as well. Heroes going bottom. Did you not catch this track? Who's on network compared to his other two cores, but right now ahead of everybody on the side of OG. Go for Skylark. They've got the sharpshooter, press the attack on the roam with the blade down. Skylark surviving, but eventually that Wrath of Nature catches up to him. Skylark will die. Hands of Uragi.
I feel like Monaspa so far has been very active with Dragonite once he picked up the Blink Dagger. But other than that, they've been reacting to what OG is doing. I want to see them like make a move of their own. Bloodstone is now completed, as we said. And again, like you need to be very aware of Brood Mother. Once Spartan Age is gonna drop. You need to bring heroes. Like you need to bring 3-4 heroes to push Brood Mother out of this area so you can actually
Dire's
get the
middle
farm.
tower is under attack.
On that, so it's hitting a duel that sentry. So
Dire's middle
strike
tower is
on the
under
Skylark.
attack.
BZM BZM's got another ult. Some
Dire
OG are kind of hitting
structures
stride.
are fortified.
They're going to get a tier 1 with this. That opens up the entire jungle.
Dyer's
And
middle
we have spoken about how
tower
Nande does not feel
Dyer's
comfortable
middle tower
farming.
has fallen.
It's just going to make things worse. Got an entry point into the triangle now. And the entire jungle is open for them to kind of just play aggressively in.
Yeah, he also places a couple of webs inside the enemy triangle, so he could be in there and try to make stuff happen. Oh, no, another
Whack, Sunstrike, Spartan just respawned. BZM gets another kill.
Taiga has been on point with those bushwhacks. They have very limited amount of stuns because right now, rebounds, 3 points in it, we haven't really seemed to go in and like try to set things up. Other heroes, they don't have any kind of stun abilities. Maybe Invoker later down the line when he gets more points quick from Tornado. So it needs to be Kudling. Taiga only sitting at 7 CS, but there's a farm. Ooh, another stack.
See, Bushwhack, and here's the M, Sunstrike. And he walks out, so he's not going to actually get hit by the Sunstrike, and they can't get this kill. Or survive.
Host.
I think that'll win a kill. 420 for Sunstrike.
Like Dragon Tail, and they have found themselves looking to get another dual victory here for Skylark. And as he gets that duel, we take a look at the odds brought to you by esportsbet.io. And 6 for OG, so they are slight favorites over Monaspa. And right now, it is looking pretty much even.
Yeah. Speaking of odds, overwhelming odds,
Radiant's
did
bottom
allow
tower is under
Skylark to be on
attack.
top of the CS. If we switch quickly to CS, he has 185 creeps. A lot of those were from the Broodmother and the Spiderling, of course. But in terms of net worth, he's also like up there, not the most farm hero. By up there, I mean in the middle of the pack. Never mind.
Padding those CS stats.
Yeah, he died. Those back-to-back nets did cost him.
Like Shadow was used, they grouped up over in the triangle. They've got Skylark continuing to farm the top lane while going on. He wants that blink pretty badly. Taiga comes over and might look for another kill. Ian makes the rotation.
Taiga is picking it out. He wants Nature's Prophet to DP in Duragi.
DM's coming over. He needs to
Skylark?
farm everything first.
This time around, he knows something is cooking.
I'm going to get that blink dagger though.
Overwhelming odds and go back. Just overwhelming odds and 2 spiders. That's it.
That's value. There it is. There it is. Oh, there it is. That is 207 CS now. We're gonna look over at Wish. They're gonna try and get this kill.
Oh no, anti-combo.
And the meteor's gonna be thrown over him. They go to the open spot. You're taking a lot of damage. It's already unleashed. Skylark comes in for the duel with the blade nail, and he's gonna die. So shoot, dies, falls, 2 heroes dead in one piece. BZM's on the run with the overwhelming odds being thrown on top of him as well as Uri. And that's keep Wish alive. Or, well, really,
It was
Shoot
Chu,
keeps
pretty
Wish
much.
alive.
With that dispose, if he ate the full meter, I think he drops there. It's so much damage coming out from him. Sire? No Moonlight Shadow yet.
Yeah, he just
Available. Yeah, he found Philosopher's Stone, and I see him going for a greedy build, going for that Aghanim Scepter.
He does have a lot of gold right now compared to the supports in this game.
At one point, I saw him queuing up mech so that they can tank up. Your offlaner doesn't build into aura items. Sometimes we see Agent Commander with the pipe, but he does not build into Guardian Greaves. Could be like very game specific. Skylark,
Pull down. Double Bushwhack, double tornado, double meteor. And that is a quick kill on a Skylark. Desire's able to leap away, but he no longer has any leap charge. Bought out on the point booster. The gold he had, he spent. That means Jetson dies here.
I want to see if they want to go Roche, because they do have a lot of summons, they do have damage. Like, this is Force Spirit, Nature's Prophet Treants, also Spiderlings, and then you have Sustain. Do you even need Sustain, Sidekick plus Alacrity? This is the combo that we mentioned at the start of the game, plus run. All these small items are gonna add up. And let's see if they decide to smoke up and try to contest. It seems like they don't know what's going on. Spartan, he was picking out the mid lane. You know, this is the
Roshan
when the
has
creeps meet on a
fallen
mid
to
lane,
the
someone
giant.
plays aggressively. someone decides to cross the river, most of the time they die, but OG, understanding that they could take this approach, they do have enough damage, they do have sustain.
Yeah, they didn't even try to stop that Roche at him. Which I don't blame them to hear that just died. I'm sure that's exactly the fight you want to do. At Aegis, the hands of Froggy going for the gleam. Pick up that BKB.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I feel like
Dire
towers.
locks down their structures.
it's tough for Monaspa
Radiant's
to want to
bottom
commit to
tower is
defending
under
that, right?
attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Dire's
a bit
top
more
tower
difficult.
is under
Takes
attack.
profit with the BKB, with Aegis, also teleportation ready. Taiga already setting things up. He does not want to show himself,
Dire's
just to make
top
sure that
tower is
the rest of the
under
team
attack.
does not take 4 versus 5 fight. So for now, he's just sitting
Dire's
inside the
top
trees
tower
while DM
has
takes the
fallen.
tower.
Grab the output. Skylark is nearby, but the team is a little bit far from him. I know they're close overall, but need him to be maybe being ahead of him so he can jump and ready for it. KB almost picked up for BZM. Tiger going into a blink dagger, picked up the tome, so that level 2 on the sharpshooter.
This will do nicely.
Boomerang is available. Extra spell damage, combine that with Invoker. BZM wants to farm up his BKB. This is going to be really big timing for OG. They will have Guardian Greaves plus Pipe compared to Monaspa's not having any of those items, plus 2 BKBs, while they only have BKB on Dragonite.
And Mirana, now that you're kind of thinking about it, I think that's sustainable.
I don't know about this one,
This
Chief.
duel is not going to work out. Now they've got the push back. Cold snap, wrap nature. Deafening blast will blow out his life and his eardrums.
That was a psychotic move from Skylark. There's no way he gets the damage there or gets the kill.
Dire's bottom
BZM
tower is
is way
under
too far.
attack.
Yeah, that is a hard kill to get. Especially without any real power from the team. BCM pulls that tornado combo. Juice here, sprout around him, and they'll unleash go to BCM. The trade worth it though. Juice still trying to fight. BKB's been popped by Wish. He'll rebound, but still
Tower is
die.
under attack.
Sprout around Desire, but he can weep right out of it. And it ends up being a 2-for-1. The Dragon Tail, they might have a duel to follow this up. TP's taking forever from Skylark. Sprout, blink into the Sprout, and a duel. Get this kill they can. It's another victory. It's 50 duel damage from Skylark.
No error, unfortunately. BKB is available, so he can BKB and TP
Dire's
out.
top tower
Look at the
Looking
top
top
lane.
down, yeah.
Dire
I
structures
think
are
OG need to
fortified.
bring fight to the Brute Mother's lane, otherwise they are missing out on Pipe, missing out on Guardian Greaves, and also a bit of a frontliner and also Vision coming up with the spider links. Not too bad of a fight for Monaspa, getting that extra dual damage,
Yeah.
and also just looting Leshrac there while the rest of the team survives. And Dragonite, he's getting the levels. Just pick it on Radiant, it seems like it's winning.
1-for-1 is a very high percentage.
Still 100%. Smoke from OG. This is what
Play Dota, just play
I
Dota,
just said.
guys.
Bring the fight near the Brood Mother because you want to have all of that. DM so far pretty much having a perfect game. He's 4-0-5. He's super farmed as the offlaner going into Hex next. I like Hex a lot because they do lack this instant mitigation. Other than Bushwhack, they don't really have much.
That's the nature of Bushwhack. Speaking of it, he's on strike, sharpshooter. He gets the kill there on Wish. Sharp shots coming out from Taiga, looking like Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, Hoodwink. That Boomerang. Another good Bushwhack. Taiga, like he needs
Dire's
to be
middle
that guy
tower is
that
under
initiates.
attack.
Holding on to Philosopher's Stone, 1,000 gold away from Blink Dagger. That's gonna make things a lot easier for him to set things up. Raji's
Dire's
still in the
middle
bottom
tower
lane, does
is
have
under
a Blight
attack.
here. This is also gonna be another tool that they're gonna use to keep people in place.
Yeah, locking him down with that.
Dire's
Maybe a
middle
follow-up
tower is
acorn
under
shot.
attack.
Bushwhack combo. Tier 2 is in trouble over mid, and they are without Wish, so they really don't want to jump into this at all. Without that Dragonite, who's looking for the Ags and trying to have that extra step up on the Elder Dragon form. Close to it, and I believe Desire is too. Tags done and Tyler.
Oh, kalma lang ha, kalma. Relax lang. Relax lang.
High ground. Tiger behind him. Really not an area for Monaspa to get in. BZM is the closest target to potentially go for it. And it's not exactly too appealing.
Ooh, so close. Taiga barely missed that bushwhack. They already showed that they can burst this dragon at 100-0. Skylark down
Forward. Meteor pressed the attack, but everybody's here for OG to get that kill. And even a tip coming out from Uraga.
BZM also with the tip me, guys. Tip me. They're gonna go for the high ground. If you have like all these small items, again, 5 guardian trees, they also have drums, multiple drums. One on Invoker and one on Chu.
Idling, dire experience, everything. Here's Tornado EMP. A lot of meta to work with. They go to Frostbite. They'll arrow that siege creep. So it's Snowball. Tap cracks.
Dire's middle barracks.
The rain tracks that drop or tree and some damage on it. Zyre will have that full axe, so the arrow getting an upgrade. That ends up being worth it at the end of the day. As bottom lane, with Fernande routed up, and now the rebound unleashed right on top of him. Bushwhack's there, and he's just dead.
He disappears. This damage from life here plus sidekick is just nuts. DM still on the top lane, not guaranteed much.
Duel.
It's duel.
Where's the follow-up though?
He's
Arrow
gonna
coming in.
block his fighters.
Just get down, Mr. President. Uragi's back into the fight. They've got themselves the blade here. They're going to chase after Desire as well. Smart. They've got a sentry down, so even with that Glimmer Cape, not out of sight, definitely not out of mind. They're going to get a kill on the Crystal Maiden. The rest of the team under the shroud of Moonlight Shadow will try to get away.
Bushwhack hits.
Yeah, Bushwhack, sharpshooter, forcing out the BKB coming out from Wish.
OG was so quick, moving from the bottom lane to the top lane immediately as soon as he got dueled. These duels, like from Skylark, they have not been on point. He tried to go for some solo pick-off, but now DM will try to finish off this melee barracks. They still have Glyph available. Wish pretending to be level 18 Dragonite with this cosmetic to look more fearful. I don't know why this is a thing. Makes you look stronger.
You know, I like cosmetic advantage.
He definitely needs another set of items. We've seen this build, very annoying. Aghanim Scepter level 18. Once you get Manta style, you send it on to these 2 supports are always going to have a hard time dealing with that, like even some of the cores. Yeah, we mentioned the Aghanim Scepter on Mirana. That's going to help out dealing with all these summons that they have.
Damage.
Let's go for another one. Let's get another pick up. No, not double damage. I thought it was gonna go, you know, get that DD, go for the solo kill.
Yeah, I think so too. Why not? 40 seconds still. Roach is back up. Tornado coming through as well as the meteor down on the smart. He'll throw it away. Wrath of Nature also thrown. And these heroes over to the side. Sunstrike's not going to land. The leap up out of the high ground from Desire. Skylark, he is going to go for the duel. With the double damage and then explodes. He's got victory over BZM. They look over at TM. 3-man Bushwhack, 3-man Blade here, but he's going to be enough to keep alive the Brood Mother. Dragging her back legs, but not going to be able to get away with their life. So Nante getting the kill onto DM while Roach is in front.
If they catch a glimpse, let's see Wish. If he decides to go for it, scouting out the rune, will go inside the pit. Perfect timing. And it's also, oh, he's like, oh, I can't believe it. They actually spawned. Guys, get here, Radiant, using the scan so they know something is up. 20 seconds until Invoker spawns and 30 seconds until Brood Mother. They need heroes, like they need Leshrac to get in here and deal damage. I don't think they can actually do it.
Well, it is taking a while. They've got 8 seconds till BZM is up. They'll pop the Bloodstone. They're still trying to put the damage out, and when the Treants walk in, they walk out. So, are they going to try and maybe even wait for OG to take it, or try to take it?
They should try to go and backstab them. There is one smoke available on Mirana, no Moonlight Shadow. And they can also scout things out with the arrow. OG gonna also smoke up. This is the most important approach in the game, pretty much. Skylark is in a good spot. And they're gonna be trying to put the duel on.
Winner, chicken dinner. They're looking for Chew. He's trying to survive. He's got the big the ultimate sharpshooter lands. And Crystal made it. They get to go to Spartan. They'll end up trading Chew. Easy him out of the fight for 45 seconds. You're trying to get him stuck. The arrow lands. Is down.
BZM to survive. Otherwise, they just don't have enough damage. And this time around, Skylark keeps on the money. He's now sitting at 90 damage.
Not afraid. Yeah. That is a very...
As soon as he picked up BKB, like you could feel him playing so much more aggressive. And this is also Shard coming out from Roche. OG, after being 5K gold lead ahead, they are using that advantage. I think you just give it to Leshrac or Dragonite. Leshrac or Dragonite.
Fireball.
Wonder what Roshan ever did to
Stun
them.
that pile up from Nande.
He wanted to give it to Dragonite, but Wish was like, nah, keep it for yourself.
I need one on.
I could sense something was coming. I expect you.
It's not curable. That's the problem. You do this, you put in this I need to pun, and you know, it's not fun. Zyre disconnects. Monaspa up 3,000 net worth, and was certainly a chance for OG to kind of finish the game. If they get Roche and they get the Aegis, and they can end up pushing the high ground. Their push potential is definitely up there. 70-30.
Dragonite does have Manta Style available. Level 18, so the slow coming out from the Dragon form from the Illusions. Marana also gonna scale. This is Marana with Aghanim Scepter holding on to Philosopher's Stone.
Still holding on to the...
Yeah, I mean, you hold it until the end of the game pretty much. Maybe you swap it in and get some good tier 4 item.
Never passes anybody else, I'd say.
Never. Martin doesn't need gold. He, you know, that position 6. He found his one.
Dyer's
Yeah, he
bottom
wants
tower is under attack.
Doesn't need.
to play better with less gold.
Sort of a desire for gold. Nande.
That was unexpected.
Bottom lane. Going for, she was an overwhelming thing. Jump in and slow them up. Go on with Pulse Nova and try to output as much damage as he can with this combo. That guy's just sitting down here bottom, but nothing really doing.
We're looking at the items from OG members. They want to get those Lincoln Spheres up as soon as possible.
Radiant's
Everybody's
bottom
building it.
tower is under
2
attack.
cores, VZM. Like, he understands that needs to be able to protect himself. There are 2 abilities that he does not want to get initiated on with. The Duel and, of course, Dragon Tail. This is 3-second duration stun.
They have other things that can break the wolf, or break the link. So they need to be a little bit careful. The end-all be-all, sure.
And I like that Skylark is also building for himself and also building for the team, just getting that like Heaven's Halberd, understand where most of the damage come from, Nature's Prophet. And also to have something to pierce through Lincoln Sphere off his zone if he's going for that solo kill.
Desire, here with Spartan, they got the Frostbite on DM, but he'll become the clip.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think the dragon. Now the real one.
And he's also holding on to Quickening Charm, so Manta Style.
Radiant's middle tower is
Second
under
down.
attack.
Sealed Totem, gets away for the rebound, gets away from the team, able to blink away towards his reinforcement.
Oh no, the dragons, they're coming.
Anti-dragon.
Dyer's top tower
It's
is
not about the
under
damage,
attack.
it's more about vision
Radiant's
and also
middle
slow
tower
that it
is under
provides.
attack.
I just clicked on Yoragi, 159 move speed if he's getting hit by Dragon.
No, it's top lane. Skylar.
He also did take overwhelming odds radius talent. Go for the hero damage, because press the attack just much better.
Gotta hit all those spiders. That 315 CS. Ahead of the
Radiant's courier was
Still
caught
lowest
in the
net worth for
crossfire.
That's pretty big. That courier fail. That means no Lincolns for at least 3 minutes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That ain't enough. Oh, that's gonna be a big one. I want to see Monaspa use this Aegis. They're still holding it for a minute and 30 seconds. Take out this last tier 3 tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
One hero I did not want to play
Tower is under attack.
in my teams is Legion Commander. There's way too many buttons to click, especially if there's a link in here. Then you like need to shift, click,
Dire's
blink,
bottom tower is
blade belt,
under
press the attack, proc the Linkins with the Heaven's Halberd. It's just way too and duel, of course. And then like 6
Radiant's
buttons you
middle
need to
tower
pre-click
has
to be able to
fallen.
get the duel off.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I believe.
Yeah, if we're slowing things down. No, this is very, I'm not even kidding. This is a very difficult hero to play once you get the items and once people do have defensive items.
You know, you've got all those buttons, you can do it. Even in your 30s, they
Dire's
don't tell
bottom
you
tower is
pro
under
or nothing.
attack.
You're the MC pro.
Radiant's middle tower is
Blink here.
under attack.
Boomerang thrown over onto the Shrek. They'll get the Aegis out of the hands.
Dire's
Oh,
bottom
not
tower
nice.
is under attack.
And the stun is he's creating a little bit. Tornado, that's gonna land on the three. It's gonna turn into a DCM. The Boomerang's not gonna land. It's caught him nowadays. Big Dragon Tail. Get the duel on the Q. They'll get themselves two. Dragon doesn't have a lot of help to work with. You know that buyback on either of those heroes. On the front line, Nande gets a kill on a Titan. They'll take it the Boomerang. They'll look over at DM. He's stunned up. He's totally smart. Throwing arrows. Oh, a buyback on the DM. Iraqi, Taiga, the only two that stand right now with Ajax steadily being available.
Is under attack.
Q as well as TM.
This just might be it. They don't have enough. No 45 seconds on Invoker. Buybacks are available on Broodmother
Dire's bottom tower is
on
under
Marcy,
attack.
but it seems like it's not going to be enough. The Dragonite illusions are destroying them. Press the attack every single time, which is in trouble. And he's Manta style. These are some really costly buybacks. They do manage to get out.
Dragon, from what you said, he has quickening charm, so that's not going to be on cooldown for that long.
You almost have like 7-second downtime on Manta style, and also on Elder Dragon form, it's 90-second cooldown. It's just like almost permanent. Once he gets the whole Korean core, which he's building into, he's committing. I love that build.
I'm a big fan of that. You just always have Elder.
OG needs to win next fight. This time around, CM will have his Linkter available. He also needs to farm another like 600 gold. The rest of the team is also pushing out top, so find that one somewhere. Right now, gonna be also needs to be careful.
Sticking these ancient creeps, but Radiant's bottom is one shot, and Radiant's a little bit far from the team. We'll get there in a moment. Stop. Groggy.
Forced himself in. I think they lost this.
Spike, you're up. He saw him. He's still going to be able to get the off as well as the damage onto Spartan to finish off the Crystal Maiden. They missed the sharpshooter.
I don't think these wards see anything inside the base, what he placed.
It saw Yuragi for a second, for sure, because he TP'd right on top. But other than that, I feel like it was literally just to see that one moment in time, and he still died.
Wait!
So, okay. So that works out.
No Spartan means rest of Monaspa will not go for the push.
Maybe one Spartan. They've got 299 left.
I know, I want. Yeah.
You want to see me choke under the pressure?
I just wanted to see what you're gonna say after. Scotty done on Nature's Prophet. That means like healing reduction, which is gonna come in very handy against Bloodstone and against Dragonite. Nande will pick that one up, it seems. Rest of OG not close enough to potentially contest it.
Give it to Witch. Octarine as well as the quickening charm. Spartan up here. Tornado lands on a Skylark. Rebound away, but Witch is coming over. Blink, Dragon Tail. He's gonna go north, and he doesn't really know where he wants to go himself. Link goes to walk. The gem on Desire.
Can BZM TP out?
Not.
That Shiva's guard did not flip him. I'm looking at cooldowns of Dragonite. This is so fun to watch. 47 seconds on his Elder Dragon form. That is with Arcane Rune and also Manta style. 14 seconds.
He can reactivate Elder Dragon. Yes. To get it on the low cooldown again. Tornado, point here, and sharpshooter, so they've got the break. He probably, he didn't activate it again before the
Radiant's
arcade
bottom
room.
tower
They
is
activate it
under
again
attack.
because you have that low cooldown. Just for the next one.
Still have it anyway. It's always permanent. Even without that Arcana Rune, you have like 7 seconds downtime. Also, Cure 4 items are gonna drop. Maybe he's gonna be blessed with even more DDR. There we go. Spell Prism.
As you're saying it, it's like, oh yeah, here you go, dude. Just take the Spell Prism and Timeless Relic. The two you really want to get. Just drop 1-2 for them.
This is also Timeless Relic with Overwhelming Blink. So you slow them down for 6 seconds, extra 20%, that's 7.8. It's just like so much. The slow, if you manage to get like Overwhelming Blink, and of course, other abilities as well, it's so difficult to deal with these Dragonite illusions at the moment. He's gonna keep sending them in on the towers, slow siege.
Night Shadow, and
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
the only Dragon Form they've got. The Blink 12 to duel done. It's gonna go in. They're gonna follow it up. It's gonna be something up here. What they've lost Tiger 2. So 4 heroes gone to the side of OG in the blink of an eye.
They won't call it.
Radiant's
They
bottom
know.
tower
OG,
is
but that's what's gonna take game 1. Wow. I mean, they wear it up by a lot, but it looks like OG were